casting if you have to, Pi, just stay back a bit. Sock's copped melees from them as well, so basically we'll wait until they get well out of the doorway before Pi picks up his two ads. We can't really peel the 2 warlocks, so we'll just have to... Yeah.
I can verify a skull on pull.
Okay, that's good.
Should we get Ricky stacking on
I'm
Rabbit?
Go over to the left,
Yep,
sure.
yep.
Alright, cool.
Sweet.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, you were out of range, Rabbit. We couldn't dispel you.
The rain of fire landed on us and we all had to run away, and then you're out of range of us because we all ran.
Yeah, just
These
unlucky.
technicians' mechanics are really fucked. Like, they don't follow any of the normal rules of threat or targeting or anything like that. It's purely just, most of the time they'll be on the person who has the most threat on one of them, but, you know, as we saw in the first pull, one of them can be off just hitting a random person, which is not a big deal. It just means that you have to adapt a bit if it's a bit fucked up. So if they don't quite get in the right position, just do like a bit of an arc around them. What's that?
Do hunter slow traps work on the technicians? Because that would help in the doorway.
May do. Put it down just in case. It's not going to help most of the elites. I don't think it'll help the triangle or square, but the warlocks don't move much anyway. But yeah, we'll give it a try.
So long as no melee are within that frost trap, just because otherwise the bombs might might be there.
Yeah, no one should be near the door on this next pull.
I also want to say, guys, Oni Cloak, leave it in your bag. There's quite a few people that've got Oni Cloak equipped. Only the tanks need it, apart from certain moments in the dungeon, in the raid, and we'll be telling you when to equip them. Alright?
Can I ask some questions about the peel that me and Harrietta are doing?
Yep.
The guys will be peeling. Do we want thread on them before they come through the door, or
No, when they get to the door's fine.
and then we want to pull to the right, essentially?
Yep. Just wing them straight to the right. So no one's going to be through the door except Harry, which means that the goblins will only see him first, and that minimises the chance of them bombing anyone else. Both of the 2 ads that we're peeling, so Triangle and Square, are both melee mobs, with the exception that the Triangle casts a few spells, but they'll both run straight to you and we'll pick them up before they get to you. Triangle, so I'll get Harrietta on Square, pull it to me. Apple's on Triangle, pull it to Socks. Triangle is immune to magic, so honestly it might, I don't know if Distracting Shot will hit it or if it'll be immune.
Dead set, like no one else hit it. The first attempt.
Autos should be enough to pull it to you.
Yeah, I've got it anyway with multi, probably.
Yeah. So you don't want a multi.
Oh no, yeah, no multi. Yep, sorry.
So just Distracting Shot. Arcane Shot's definitely going to be immune. The very least, just Distracting Shot that'll start your autos, and hopefully the autos will pull it.
Yep, distracting and auto.
Yep. You don't really have anything else, do you? Like, nothing else that does physical damage?
I'm just trying to think, but yeah.
That's fine.
Alright, buffs up, guys. Buffs up. Holy shit.
Apples just don't rely on Distracting Shot, because I hit it with Distracting Shot first, and it just stayed on whoever pulled it first. So.
Yep.
That's a lot of dragons.
Yeah.
Jesus, they all fucking
Whoever's guarding the mobs, are you pulling to the right?
The 2... So, Harry's fighting your technical to the left, the other 2 hunters are fighting 2 other mobs to the right.
Okay.
So we'll have the split at the door, more or less, and hopefully they all fucking move.
Yeah, hopefully.
It's so random. The hardest part of this is honestly how random the text work. It's just stupid.
Yeah. It's like they target whatever's closest to them.
It's honestly, it
if
seems
it's not
like that.
on threat, yeah.
I know Pulls on Friday, they would just, you know, if you go out of line of sight, suddenly they start targeting the second.
Yeah.
Like, it's just stupid. Alright, wait for the orcs to clear out, we'll start on these dragons.
Don't get hit by the AoE.
I'm gonna let you guys do this. I'm gonna write up the assignments for the next fucking 5.
I would say I have 4 healers on the tank.
4 healers on the tanks?
Yep.
Like, as in tanks or individuals?
Well, basically, you'll be on healing.
Yeah,
point
whoever's
tanks at
got.
a time.
Yeah, true. Cool.
We'll talk about that when we get there.
No worries.
Specific way you'll need to handle it.
No AoE.
Yep, doing warlocks next.
Get
Don't
ready to
overlap
sheep.
those drakes. Yep, go for it. Yep. Mana's good. Next one.
How many healers did you guys put on melee and then ranged?
I think we had 2 on melee. Oh, that's Reese.
Yeah. And the rest are on the range.
Yes. We have a lot more range in melee, so that can go. There was a priest or not.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, and then there's only 2 more healers.
That's it.
Do I need to heal?
No. These won't respawn anymore, we're safe here, just sit here.
I got you on follow Strata, so.
Problems. Try and not run into anything.
No AoE.
Get ready to sheep.
Wait for that fucking dragon to piss off. Let him come a little bit full sheep, just about 10 yards, start casting when we pull. Go for it. Oh, fuck.
Shit.
Once it turns around. Let him come. Alright, dash it. Parry. Spurs coming out. We're going to redo the range stack a bit here. A helpful observer pointed out that the distance isn't far enough to get you out of range of fire. So
do we want to have like 2 groups of range? So if they fire one group, we can still have an active group of healers instead of everyone stopping healing.
One job, Strider.
Get trapped.
Yeah. Alright, yeah.
Alright, what we'll do is we'll get the DPS stack here, range DPS, stack to the back. Actually, no, I won't. We'll split them. We'll go odd groups 5 and 7, stacking where we are now, and 6 and 8, stacking up here. Stay plenty to the right of where Rabbit's going to be cutting those technicians.
And that where the healers are?
Hey?
Is that where the healers are going to?
6 and 8 are going here.
Yep.
5 and 7 staying back. Just so that when the rain of fire goes on one group or the other, there's still active healers kicking in.
Sorry,
Cool.
where's here? Sorry.
Where circle is at the moment.
Okay, yeah.
This is 6 and 8. 5 and 7 are going to be back here a bit.
I'll go with the close group. for the
Can we stand
5.
just a bit to the left so if rain and fire does get cast on one of us, we can move to that corner?
Yeah, that's fine. So
Yeah.
basically, yeah, move when rain and fire comes up on either group. That group will move to the right. There's not a lot of healers in the group here at the back, so you'll still
On
have line
circle,
of sight
guys.
to the mobs that you need to kill.
There we go, cool.
Alright. So Sox is going to be on triangle over in this corner over here. Sox, yep. So this corner here for triangle. I'll have square over to the left here. Try not to line of sight the healers. And the warlocks will be along this front wall as much as we can out to the right. That should be everything we need to deal with on this pool. Quick
Can we
grid
get
check.
peel targets again?
Sorry, heal targets.
Peel targets? Or assignments, sorry.
Yeah, there you go.
So I'm going to assist with Rabbit as well.
Sweet, man.
South, the
Actual yeah,
peel,
pizza class.
hunter peel targets.
Ah, sorry. So it said heal. Alright. Hunter peels.
Group 4 still needs stamina.
Just Kerr.
I'm going to be tanking the Drake pretty much on this suppression device just so I don't lose line of sight, so I might be about here. Just watch it does cleave. If you have to move to the right, I'm going to move just to adjust. Alright. Everyone's ready?
Let's get her done.
Remark any of these? Did they die?
Blue isn't marked.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to remark them real quick.
Firemore's coming.
Stay back. Alright, after Firemore goes, get the pool going. Traps down, refresh your traps if you need to. Harry pull, and put the peels out. Let's get this trash down, we'll get on the boss.
Shield me if you want.
Incoming. Rain of fire's out.
Heal.
Fuck hell, man.
What the fuck?
It's the warlock.
Bombs are on the range stack. Bombs are on the range stack.
We just had insta wipes then.
Yeah, so that was the text, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, bomb,
Yeah, they-
bomb, bomb, bomb. So, Rabbit, did you get stunned or?
He got chewed up by the
Alright.
warlock.
I got hit pretty hard by the warlock at the start, I believe.
You got hit.
Look at your log. Look at your log, guys.
5% health, and then got hit by a bomb.
Half the raid died instantly. Can everybody look at their logs and just see what killed
Yeah,
them?
that's the bombs.
It's the bombs?
Yeah, it's the bombs.
First 4 deaths were all bombs. Bomb, bomb, bomb. One person died to cleave, everyone else to bombs. Yeah.
Whew, okay. I can wait for that guard to... Oh, we've cleared the bottom though.
Yeah.
There's 2 guards. We're running back?
Yep, boys
Run back, alright. I know we're coming up on 12:30 guys, but if we can try and at least get an attempt on the boss, it's just gonna go a long way for knowing what to expect next week.
So is Rabbit getting aggro on the technicians and dying? Is that...
No, I did die to the technicians then, but I got put on low health straight away by the warlock.
Wait until the technicians run all the way back.
Yeah, should we have the hunter
I just don't
making
want
an effort
the
to pull it back further?
I just don't want the technicians to attack the raid group because they're turning straight away
Yeah.
as soon as they go through that door.
So
Probably
why can't
so-
the mage pull them themselves?
Harry, basically, what we'll do, Harry, if you stay within range of the text, just so they're only bombing you until they switch to Rabbit. Yeah, no, we won't be able to get anyone else to him. It's very
How many hunters do we need at this point?
We could do it just with 2.
Okay, because Harrietta's got to go. He's
Yeah.
already stayed half an hour late.
Yeah, sorry guys, I'll try and put an extra half hour in next week.
Gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Yeah, good. Thanks for sticking around longer, man.
Nah, no worries. Thanks guys.
Yeah, so where the technicians are stopping to bomb the healers instead, I'm gonna make an assumption that it's because Harry's out of range. They swap to pretty much anyone else before Rabbit can get his arcane explodes off, like right at the door. They're bombing the healers, I think. So Harry, if you move out and then just sit sort of at max range from the door, so about 30-35 yards from the door, and then strafe back and forth so that when they bomb, they're bombing where you were, not where you are. Keep doing that until maybe run in a small circle until Rabbit gets them off you.
Maybe you should bring the raid group back a little bit so they actually get a chance to get out the door and not target anyone. And that way I can easily like run
It's not a bad
laps
idea.
around them.
Yeah, that's big brain.
Yeah,
Look at
alright,
line
so we'll
of sight
go back around one more.
Like everyone
outpost.
just like go back like
Yep.
as far as you can.
Only
As far as
issue
you
with
can.
that is the warlocks. They will randomly shadowbolt you again. Like that's gonna happen more and more. The further they have to run because they basically cast, stop, move a bit, cast, move a bit, cast, move a bit.
But don't they only do that with people on aggro?
Anyone like within range, as far as I know.
Oh, right, okay.
Like
can
it's
line of sight 'em.
random shadowbolt. Thanks, bud. Yeah, we can. What I don't know is if they'll, if there's only Rabbit in line of sight, if they just fucking shadowbolt him 4 times in a row. I don't know.
Well, if I stay out of the way as well and you just drag them to the back of the
Yeah, if you
room,
hide-
I'll
if you
just
hide
run in.
to the left
Yeah.
until the text chase Harry down far enough that you can AoE him.
Yep.
And then hopefully by then the warlocks are down in line of sight of us.
Yep.
Alright, give that a try.
Should Harry be fighting for threat, knowing that Rabbit should relatively easily be able to pull it off him, even if he is fighting?
Yeah, it can. So there's no issue with you having more threat than Rabbit. It just means that he's going to be casting longer to get them onto him. But
I'm just
yeah,
thinking
no
that way, if
issue.
Rabbit does die, then
Yeah,
we
they go back
get
to you.
a couple
Yep.
of seconds further.
So what I have to assume is that if you're 60 yards away and the techs lose their main target and your second target, but you're 60 yards away, they go to their third target rather than chase you. I'm assuming that that's what's going to happen. That's everything
Yep.
supports that so far.
Crymor left. Fugma left.
I think I knew about Fug. I think Cromwell said yes to go. Yeah.
Did he?
We've got enough to, as long as we don't lose people. I mean, on Friday we were clearing the rest of these packs with 20 people alive. It's not a numerically hard fight. We just got to get the pull right and then keep everyone alive long enough to do a bit of damage. The ads don't have a lot of health. Warlocks die quickly. The techs die quickly. The other two die a bit slower, but they do very little by themselves.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, we definitely want to give get a couple of attempts into this boss fight so we can.
I don't think Jobber will be coming back either.
Jobber?
Yeah.
Crashing out.
He had to go deal with his thing.
Okay.
Can we mark those demons just so everyone sees them?
Oh, they're still there. Fuck's sake. Yeah. Is there another one?
Ah, not skull.
One died.
Yeah, that one should. Yeah, there we go. Nice.
Just chuck the skull on it.
We
and
marked
die.
it to death.
Alright, so yeah, so this is going to be the secondary point then. So everyone's going to be out of line of sight here.
Yeah, nice.
And that should give you a lot more leeway before the techs sort of start fucking everyone up.
What about if Rabbit uses a shadow protection bolt? So if they do shadow bolts, he stays up.
Good
Yeah.
idea.
Can do. Pre pop that. Have you got one?
I don't have one. No.
Chuck one. Not gonna get far enough to use them tonight, so.
Cheers, man. That's a good idea, dude.
I'll invoice you. I'll invoice Joker because he came up with it.
I've got like 7 gold.
Oh, that's what it costs. What a coincidence.
No, I don't actually.
It doesn't cost 7 gold, it costs like 8.
Oh, I'm
Thanks.
trying to move a couple of melee into group 2 and 3.
For you, mate, it's 10.
Can do. Oh, it's not very nice. Get that way. Kerr's been pushing me mean shit all night, so he doesn't get me through yet.
Oh,
Whoa.
The hunter that's going to be dragging the technicians, if you want to put your frost trap like here, just where I'm jumping. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, so Harry, if Rabbit's going to be behind this wall, so what I'll have you doing is basically coming down, sit about here, and just sort of make sure that they keep moving towards you between casts. Stay at sort of max range so they have to move a bit, you know, to keep throwing bombs at you. I think if you're here from the door, they just won't be interested at you at all. So you have to do it, sort of stagger it as you go down. But keep shooting them while you move. Just make sure you're strafing a decent. The bomb AOE is not all that big. Like it's probably you saw how big the suppression thing is around these things. The actual model of it, it's about that big. Alright, everything's marked up. Yeah, socks will all be out of line of sight, so there shouldn't be anyone in line of sight of the warlocks until they come down this way a bit. Apples.
Stand here if you want, Ricky.
What are the
So
odds
that
you
you
can
line
peel?
of sight them, but not me.
What are the odds you can peel both square and hit triangle with a couple autos on its way?
I can only try.
Yeah, we'll give
Saints
it a go.
back.
Alright. Guys, after the pull,
Barely.
move back. We're going to need that spot for the ads to be tanked. So after the pull, once the ads get here, everyone move away, just so you're not getting cleaved or flame struck. Alright, do a quick red check. Everyone's ready? Alright. Harry, go for it. Everyone just back off a little bit. This corner's a bit dodgy. Just come back a little bit further to the right. Behind Star. Socks, just come back in a little bit. Oh fuck, is Jobber alive? Jobber, yep. Alright, cool. Get square off. Cool, square's coming.
Got Skull and X.
Stay away from Rabbit. Stay away from Rabbit. Going well. A lot better.
He's on post.
Big kills on back.
Fire. Yeah, skull down quick if you can. Got a portal. It's going to be banished if needed. Rabbit, just try and stay clear of the melee if you can. Get X down. about 5 seconds.
Positioning on mark.
A little bit more on X. Alright, banish. One of the walls.
Banish on that fell guard.
Yep, nice.
Sucks needs a heal.
Melee move up triangle. Melee triangle, not square. Melee go to triangle. Range on the techs. Range AoE the technicians down now. After Warlock's ranger on the technicians. Innovate Rabbit if you got it. The techs are dead. Techs are dead.
Techs are dead.
Triangle. Everyone on triangle. I'm going to move this way.
Great job, guys. Great job. There's
Sorry,
still a tank
casters
up.
on square. Casters on square. Sorry, triangles magic immune. This will have a weakness. Try and figure out what the weakness is. One of your spells, one skill will do a lot more damage.
It's not far off Frost.
Shadow's doing good.
Shadow? Hit Shadow. If you're a Warlock, Shadow Priest. Well, if you're a Priest, just fucking Mind Blast it. Get down.
I'm gonna put some shit on it as well.
Yep, dot it up. Alright, keep Fury up. Let's get this down. And then we've still got one more age to deal with. Banish is out, don't rebanish. Pull it away a bit, I don't know if it cleaves.
6.3k crit. Fuck
Keep going.
He has an AoE.
Yep.
Just blast waves.
Well done.
Great work, guys. Great work. All
Surely
right.
we earn some more out of that, surely.
They can stun him too.
Oh, nice. Alright. Play spot the epic.
Boots. Boots.
Fuck. Alright, get the reses up. Well done. Don't be discouraged by the later packs being harder than that. It gets a lot easier after you do a couple.
Ooh.
Alright, on to Firemore. How'd you go with climates there? Alright, so there's a couple of things to cover for Firemore. Don't go anywhere while we're resing and buffing and getting mana. I'm going to go through them now. Just we're already sort of extending our time as much as we can.
Thanks for sticking around, guys.
Tanking, there's a very specific positioning for the tanking. So in front of this door here, I'm going to be on the right hand side as far as the door's concerned. So looking at the door on the left. Boss is coming, I'll show you after the boss. Socks, you want to be on the opposite side of that door frame. You need to be up on the ledge for Wing Buffer to not hit me. It's basically a couple of mils off, and we both take Wing Buffer and the threat's all fucked. So basically I'll be tanking the boss here, back hard against the corner, and you'll be tanking up on this ledge before you taunt. After he Wing Buffets, knocks you back, he should drop threat on you. I'll get him back, and you come and line of sight, around here again. I don't forget which corner it is, it might be this one. Let your stacks drop off. I'll be in fire resist gear, so I'm not going to have massive amounts of threat, but the melee are all, and DPS are all going to have to be in and out, so the threat shouldn't be much of an issue. It's full fire resist, isn't it, Ricky?
Yep.
Not a mix? Yep, cool.
No.
279 before totem, so that should be fine.
Does melee want fire resist totem down?
Melee want fire resist totem, yes.
Okay.
Sure, and range as well.
Can I jump in and quickly say something?
Sure.
Socks, where he's tanking it, you won't be able to jump on the ledge and then taunt. You'll have to taunt and then jump on the ledge. Just letting you know.
What, you can't
if
fall from the ledge?
No, yeah, I was having to taunt and then jump on the ledge.
Okay.
So just strafe jump. If you get it in the same spot that Ricky was doing it, yeah.
Alright. What's the pull here? Is it Hunter pull taunt off?
I was pulling it, but that might be easier. The thing is, you need to sort of take him on an arc. So you kind of want to be in the middle here.
Yep.
And then bring
so
him
walk
around
him
a bit of an
directly.
arc so that, he's
Perfect,
facing
right.
directly that
Okay.
way.
That's fine, we can do that. Alright, so, after he pats back again, healers, where Fury's standing right now, there is a very, very narrow position here, right here on this corner of this tile here. where you will be able to heal me, you'll be able to heal Socks, and you will not take the Shadow Flame or the fucking... tanks, put your cloaks on. Probably a good idea. You will not take the aura from the boss. That is crucial that you don't take the aura from the boss. As soon as you have to start moving, it's just going to fuck the heals up completely. Fed, have you got the assignments for the heals?
Yes, I do.
So the thing that makes this click for tank healing in particular, everyone else can just fucking space out for a minute if you need to. Tank healing in particular, you need to be queuing heals at all times. So there won't be a single sort of period where you're not casting and cancelling the heal if you need to. Let it go off if the tank's taking damage. You'll see the spikes come out for both Shadow Flame and at random through the melee attacks back to back. This guy, they all flurry, don't they?
Yeah. Yep.
Yep. So the flurry is basically 2 melees back to back for about 1.82k each. That's going to massively chunk whoever's tanking. Shadow Flame hits for like 3.5 to 4k, so both of those are going to be a huge chunk on the tank. What that means is that the tanks need to be topped off as soon as possible after each of those occur. Therefore, if you have your heal, your biggest heal queuing up, casting, and it's about to go off and there's no damage on the tank, cancel it. If the tank's at 75% in health, let it go off, and it's probably going to take more damage before it lands. It takes a little bit of getting used to get that down, but once you do, we shouldn't have any issues with tank healing. Melee healing, you can line of sight in a similar position around the corner. So the way that melee are going to be stacked when they're out is around this, behind this pillar. We won't flask, but any other elixirs and things you've got, yeah, use them now. Just don't flask. We're not going to have enough time on this to justify flasking. Melee healers are going to be around the corner as well. Basically, you have to manage your stacks so that you can keep healing the melee when they're out, and also when you're hiding, you can heal as well the other melee that are also hiding. So melee, at 5 stacks, you need to get out, manage your stacks. Don't let them go over that by too much, if at all. Stay out for the 15 seconds it takes for your stacks to drop, and then go DPS again if you've been topped up. If you haven't been topped up, just wait to get healed. There's no point going out and taking more damage and risking dying. We don't want any deaths on this fight. It's going to be fairly straightforward to get it down as long as nobody dies early. Ranged, similar thing here. So you don't have to step any further than star. You can DPS as much as you need to from star. It's literally 1 step to move back out of line of sight. And yeah, you can bandage, you can use whatever personal cooldowns you have while you're out. The debuff makes you take more damage from subsequent AoEs, like the aura. As soon as you're out of line of sight, you stop taking all damage. You will not be interrupted by for your bandage. You won't take any damage while you're out of line of sight. It's completely safe. Once you get topped up and the debuff's fallen off, move back out, start casting. Yeah, if you die, honestly, it is your own fault for not managing your stacks. Nobody should die except for the tanks. If you do, it just means that you should have been moving back out to hide quicker than you were. Thanks, Celestine.
Is there an Enrage or a Frenzy or anything?
No, I don't
Have
think
you talked
so.
about the precast heals on Shadow Flame?
Yeah, yep.
You did.
We haven't got anyone assigned to that yet, though. So who are the tank heals at the moment? Ricky, do you want to do... I mean, you've got a pretty good idea how Shadow Flame works. Do you want to do the precast for Shadow Flame?
Sure.
Cool. Alright, so we'll give this a few goes. We'll get it as right as we can on the first pull. We might kill it in the first pull. Most of this fight is the positioning. So if you position well and minimize the damage you take, it'll make healing a lot easier. And honestly, there's a good chance we'll get it on the first pull. What's your threat also? If you pull threat, it's not all that likely except maybe the melee. If you pull threat and the boss moves out of position, it's almost impossible to recover from. So above all else, don't pull threat.
Yeah, tank healers, once you've got that sweet spot for healing both tanks, don't move. Just stay in the same spot. As soon as you're not taking debuffs, that's it. It's a very fine angle you got to get.
Yep.
So roughly where I'm standing right now, I'm jumping. Because if you're taking stacks, we won't get this.
Yeah, you gotta find that sweet spot, just like little shimmies left and right.
Alright, what I'll do,
Right.
I'm going to get the shaman totems down now, just here. Share, it's mainly yours. Other shamans can put yours down once you go in, but I'm going to need the fire resistance down in particular. All shamans will have fire resistance down from the start. That's fairly crucial for the aura that's being applied. If you resist it, it just means that you've got an extra couple of seconds before you have to go out. So resist as many as you can. Alright.
Show
Everyone
me
get in position.
to hot you up on before pull.
Yep, sure. So Chomi, chuck a Rigor 3 Juve on me before I pull, and fuck man, I don't get a lot of threat off range attacks.
Wait, hold up. Sorry. Because I'm melee, I'm just gonna throw myself in.
I'm gonna Blood Rage and Gem,
This
that'll give
group.
me a little bit more threat from healing. And also a bigger buffer to start. Putting that gem to work.
You'll be right. One swipe will hold it. Just don't do what Ricky did and miss 4 times in a row.
Do my best. No fucking pressure. Jeez. I've only got about 4% hit.
Where's your Edge Masters, mate?
They're on. I only need 6% with Edge Masters, but I'm still short. Alright, next pass, we're going to pull him. Be ready. Range, tighten up your stack. We're already quite poorly stacked. Right on star.
Yeah, guys, stack
right
up.
Stack
Stack up right now.
This is the most important part of the fight. Right on star.
I'm just gonna stay fully out of line.
Like,
of sight.
this
I'm
is
ranged again.
completely
Yep,
line of
boss is
sight
coming.
game, guys.
Boss is coming. This is going to be the pull. Everyone be ready. Sock, stay out of line of sight. Just the first one so you don't cop Shadow Flame.
Mages, remember you have Fire Ward.
Cool. How's on Fury?
Socks, come in. Shadow Flame.
Oh.
Pop socks off. Wing buffer in 8. Taunt. Fuck, you wing buffered me. I taunted back too soon, sorry.
Ooh.
Gotta watch your stacks, guys. Don't let them build up too much or you will die.
Yeah, they just went all 100.
No, he turned it. He turned around.
I thought wing buffer was instant. I don't know how to pick that up after 9 and 10 or something Friday.
Have we changed the melee position?
Are we pulling
melee.
aggro?
What do you mean by melee?
I was standing. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck the melee were doing. I was standing alone with invisible in the melee position. No one else was there. Okay. Anyone? I got a soul stone, but I'm in the melee position.
I'll anchor you on.
He'll move away. It's fine. It's alright. No,
I'll move away and I'll do it.
JC and Unholy both up. It's fine. If you got a fed,
Yeah.
just use it.
Yeah, I am. That's cool. Alright.
So we'll go over the melee position again, and I'll yeah, the boss was out of position with the second Shadow Flame. That's fine. All bets were off after I taunted early. Thanks.
Alright. In Sunday raid info, guys, there's the BWL document. Click Fire More on the left hand side. It says exactly where you should be standing. Alright, Shanks, he's got to head off. anyone who's able to stick around, please do. Like, we'll attempt it even if we've got way less than we can viably down him with, just to practice. But thanks heaps for sticking around, especially for being up real late.
I'll hang around for as long as I can.
So where everyone got, well, the range got 1 hit then, would the cape have stopped that?
No.
No, the cape stops the dot.
Oh, okay.
Still take the full shadow flame breath.
Yeah.
Now the idea is that melee don't comp shadow flame, and hopefully that won't happen this time. Sock's now going to switch so that I'm up on the ledge. Which add-on's that?
Also, if you're healing the tanks, I'm pretty sure there's a particular angle to be healing the tanks where you don't get flame buffeted, right?
Yeah, it's just finding it, especially when the tanks swap, because we got to stand out. Yeah,
it's a fine line.
Yeah, there's basically a pixel, and I need to put him in the right spot to begin with.
I died because I was in the melee position with no melee to heal. So I kept stepping out to try and help with the tanks. So melee, once the boss is aggroed and they're positioned it into the corner, you should be moving into your melee position, which is on the other side of this wall, in front of the table, in front of the alchemist table, but behind the pillar. That's the melee position. And no one needs to be calling melee in, melee out. That's going to create confusion because people are going to have different wing buffets based on when they were in LOS or not. So you need to be looking at your debuffs and deciding when it is appropriate for you to move in and do damage. If it's appropriate for you to move in, you should be moving in. If you've got 5 stacks, you need to be getting back behind the wall and hiding.
Hey Fury.
Yeah.
Am I should I be with melee? Or should I be on the corner?
So you...
He's corner, isn't he, as a backup?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
as a backup. I was watching Cassie last night.
Yep. So you're here for the majority of the fight. Really, we shouldn't need you to come out unless one of the tanks goes down, in which case you fill whichever job we lose. So, yeah, we'll have to play it by ear. But basically, we'll have a tank in either side of that door. We're going to change it so that I'm on the far side and Sox is on the closer side, just so that I can stay in the one position the whole time, and when he taunts off, he doesn't have to run across the dragon to get out of line of sight, particularly to avoid sort of the breath, but also any knockbacks will keep him in that corner.
Melee, can, just while the boss is off padding somewhere, everybody look at me on circle, right? When you're attacking, you need to be standing on this little cross here, yeah? This is where the boss is coming. You need to be standing here because then I can still hear you. Back. Because then I can still heal you as the melee healer. You're going to be inside of the dragon. You don't need to be sitting on top of his model. Yeah?
As soon as I get the dragon to the gate, melee can come around the corner and get set up. You don't need to start DPSing straight away, but you can move around as soon as his back's to this doorway, or he's facing the grate. You can come around.
Yep. So I'll just be circle on this corner. When it's appropriate to move, I'll move. You guys just stack on me. We're going to get into the corner, into the safe spot, and then you guys will be able to move out in melee as you see fit.
I'm going to test this here. If I can get one of the healers to just confirm that I'm in the right, find a spot where you can heal me the absolute closest you can get to the wall.
Yeah, right on me. I'm tiny and shit, but
you can heal me from there.
Wait. Let me put a.
All right. So that's going to be your sweet spot.
Star.
Yep. Cool.
All right.
You also want to make sure those fire stacks are completely off you before you step back out.
Yeah, they'll refresh otherwise.
It takes a long time, but just chill out.
Yeah, let them fall off.
There's no frenzy on this fight, so the only time limit is healer mana, really.
Choi me. Choi's back. I'm gonna go with the next pass.
Easy, guys.
I want to run
Easy.
from like the table back to the door to the gate. Yeah, Ricky.
Hey, yeah, essentially. Yep.
Just get the right angle.
Yeah. Alright, hop me up. I think he's coming back down very soon. Alright, now he's coming back very soon. Should have marked it. Would have been helpful.
Any minute now.
Yeah, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Got
There he
water
is.
there.
There he is.
Show me.
He's coming. He's coming. Alright. This is the one.
Alright, guys. Game face.
Had a parry. Had a parry. Big heals.
Alright, move. Get behind the wall.
Position good. Shadow flame.
Look at your stacks, guys, when you feel appropriate. When you got 5.
Wings up.
Make sure you're inside of me. Look at your buffets, guys.
Good, good, good. Shadow flame. Big heals. Big heals.
5 seconds on buffet, at least mine.
No. As well, yep. I've got
Alright,
10.
you can head back in. Be at max range, guys. Newsox is dead.
Fire, come in. Taunt. Alright. It's alright. And reposition. Should be good. Shield wall's up. Range good. Get a res on socks as soon as you can. Pie taunt. Heal pie. Fuck, I'm gonna cop the buffet. Pie's on you. Shit, you gotta move, dude. Come to me now. The healer's copying flame.
Yep.
I'm dead. Fuck. Bad luck. Alright, that's fine.
It's actually really good, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's good.
great job, guys.
That's the whole fight. We get
Melee.
tanks up, we do it like that. That is the entire fight.
Yeah, perfect. Does anyone else need to leave at this point? Alright, yeah, this is all done. Cool, awesome. Thanks so much, guys. I really appreciate you guys sticking around for an extra hour. Thursday, please ready up for MC. Obviously, we need more gear. Being realistic, we probably wouldn't have gotten this far if it wasn't for the flasks. You can see why I put such a massive emphasis on them coming along, and which is why we also didn't squander them by running 2. So next week, please come along with a flask. Please come along with everything that's required. If you are missing pre-biz, if you've been having any conversations with anybody about your gear, you just need to be talking to your class leaders. You need to be getting your pre-biz. I've seen a lot of people with the wrong gear or not the right stuff. You should be getting yourself in order. Like, MC is a fucking cakewalk compared to this raid, and you can see what it is. But
Plenty
apart
of
from that,
good gear outside MC as well. It's
Yeah.
easy to get with groups.
Really
and
easy.
Guild will run, so just gear up.
literally
Wow.
just put your hand up and say, "Hey, I need to go get this item. Will someone come and help me?" And this guild is amazing. Like
That's right.
every single day, people are doing runs. So please get on top of that. It's really important. Like if you don't do that, you're letting other people down. You can see that this is going to take a lot of time. But apart from that, guys, we reached our goal. As far as I was concerned, if we passed Veil, then I was going to be really impressed because that is a threshold, DPS threshold. So, yeah, ready up for everything, please. Get into the roll calls and ready up using the bot as soon as possible. If you can't make it, put yourself down as absent. If you can make it, you're going to be late. Put yourself down as late and sign up. Just communicate as much as possible.
Put
I came
a little
on.
note underneath it saying I'm going to
Yeah.
be late. Get there.
Really crucial that if you're in this raid group tonight, you're letting us know what you're doing for MC, because if we can, we'll bring you to MC if you're available, and we'll try and get your gear, and it'll make this Black Land process a lot smoother. If you can't make Thursday, then we'll try and get you up outside of MC. But let us know the way, because we're going to try and prioritize spots to you for the Thursday night run, and then fill it with whoever's not in this raid group.
Yeah.
So roll call for Thursday, even if it's to say sorry, can't make it, or yeah, sorry, I'm late. Just let us know.
We just need as much information as possible. It's really important. I logged on today with 35, and we ended up with 40, but like it was, yeah, really.
A lot of run around. It's hours.
It's
Hours of
yeah.
wait to get the last few slots.
Exactly. I spent most of my energy trying to fill the last slots instead of doing things like, sorting out the assignments, which
Next
saves
Sunday
us time.
bot is up, ready to go. Get in early.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Good job tonight, everyone.
Yeah, great job.
That
Picked
was
up some.
Saturday, by the way.
Oh, what? Oh,
Good job, Jobber.
could have taken this credit.
I'll
Never
take
mind.
it. I'll take it.
Get your eternal dows too.
Oh yeah, be a good idea. I got 2 dowses this week.
Me too.